Ultra-processed foods account for nearly half of calories eaten by UK toddlers, study finds. Adult dietary patterns with increased bean consumption are associated with greater overall shortfall nutrient intakes, lower added sugar, improved weight-related outcomes, and better diet quality. Cellular agriculture research manages to culture pork fat tissue on rye protein scaffolds.
Dental benefits of adding fluoride to water may have declined, study finds. Study ties diabetes and obesity to increased risk of liver cancer relapse, as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and diabetes mellitus as growing etiologies of hepatocellular carcinoma. Rheumatoid arthritis tied to heavy economic and human burdens.
More than 800 monkeypox deaths recorded across Africa. Bavarian Nordic's mpox shot shows antibody responses wane after 6 to 12 months, as per a study. CDC says mpox vaccine boosters aren't needed in the U.S. as questions emerge around waning immunity. This season's flu vaccine cuts risk of hospitalization by almost 35%, finds report. After injury, one species of comb jelly can fuse to become one. Life expectancy is increasing at a slower rate this century, and it may be because we're reaching our human limit. Mouse experiment reveals brains divide mealtime into 4 stages. Study claims brain changes based on what you did 2 weeks ago. Scientists use Cold War-era spy plane to find unexpected gamma rays in thunderstorms. NASA will use mushrooms to grow homes on Mars and the Moon. IG Nobel Prize-winning research announces longevity claims may reflect lousy birth and death record-keeping, more than accurate human lifespans.
Scientists map fruit fly brain in neurobiological milestone. PhD studies hurt mental health, but less than previously feared. Nearly 50% of researchers quit science within a decade. Huge study reveals.
Not one but 2 asteroids might have ended the age of dinosaurs, as scientists discover a 5 miles wide undersea crater created as the dinosaurs disappeared, where the 5 miles asteroid impact crater below Atlantic captured in exquisite detail by seismic data. And agriculture began 66 million years ago, in the aftermath of the asteroid that doomed the dinosaurs, says a study.
Kids missed out on learning to swim during pandemic, widening racial and ethnic disparities. Trauma at life's beginning can mar its end, study finds. Scientists identify brain signal disruptions behind voices in schizophrenia.
Mass die-off in bats across U.S. linked to over 1,000 human infant deaths. France slashed bird flu outbreaks by vaccinating ducks, as France to start second bird flu vaccination campaign in October. Hurricane Milton was intensified by human-driven climate change, say scientists.
Fewer soft drinks, red meat may ease menopause symptoms, claimed in a study. Breakdancers may risk headspin hole caused by repetitive headspins, doctors warn. Study finds rise in emergency visits for pregnancy hypertension.
Study finds it could take over 40 years to flush PFAS out of groundwater. Average wildlife population size declined by 73% in just 50 years, warns WWF. Toothbrushes and showerheads are teeming with viruses unknown to science, study shows.
Chemistry Nobel goes to developers of AlphaFold AI that predicts protein structures. Nobel Physics Prize 2024 won by AI pioneers John Hopfield and Geoffrey Hinton. 2024 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine awarded for the discovery of microRNA and its role in post-transcriptional gene regulation, jointly to Victor Ambros and Gary Ruvkin.
Samsung Electronics apologizes for disappointing profit as it struggles in AI chips. AI chipmaker Cerebras files for IPO to take on Nvidia. 7 months ago, it has been announced as Cerebras Systems unveils world's fastest AI chip with whopping 4 trillion transistors. Foxconn building Nvidia superchip facility in Mexico, executives say.
BBC's Boris Johnson interview cancelled after presenter Laura Quinsberg mistakenly sent former UK Prime Minister briefing notes. Reuters reports that Musk funded right-wing political nonprofit years before he endorsed Trump, sources say. Pink Floyd's David Gilmour rejects Roger Waters' reunion over support for genocidal dictators.
Painting found by junk dealer and seller is original Picasso, experts claim. Lady Gaga says her take on Harley Quinn came from her experience with mania and chaos inside. Reese Witherspoon to write debut novel will team with Harlan Coben for a collaborative suspense. That 90s show canceled on Netflix after 2 seasons. YouTube Shorts will boost max video length to 3 minutes. Rugrats live-action movie in the works at Paramount, with CGI babies.
K-drama giant CJ to spend $750 million yearly to fight Hollywood. Margaret Qualley in Racism Row after asking Blackpink's Jennie if her blonde hair is real, as Jennie experiences racism at Paris Fashion Week as Margaret Qualley questions her blonde hair. Los Angeles prosecutors to review new evidence in Menendez brothers' 1996 murder conviction. New hearing set as DA weighs evidence of molestation amid success of Netflix's Monsters. AI tongue can detect difference between Coke and Pepsi, research finds. iRobot director accuses Elon Musk of taking his ideas for new Tesla robot, van, and more with "Hey Elon, can I have my designs back please?" Casio launches AI pet robot for emotional support.
NHK to align streaming service charges with terrestrial TV fees in Japan, as NHK to charge monthly online viewer fee of 1,100 yen starting next year. Netflix is not changing talent compensation model, Bella Bajaria says. PayPal formally launches ad business to pitch its shopping data to advertisers.
Tennis legend Nadal to retire in November 2024. Nobu Oyama, voice actor for beloved Japanese cartoon robotic cat Doraemon, dies at age 90. Japanese atomic bomb survivor movement Nihon Hidankyo wins Nobel Peace Prize. Han Kang wins Nobel Prize in Literature for intense poetic prose confronting human fragility. ByteDance-owned TikTok slashes hundreds of jobs in shift towards AI content moderation. TikTok executives know about app's effect on teens, lawsuit documents allege. TikTok sets aside $1 billion to cover future European data privacy fines.
Red Dead Redemption finally comes to PC, 14 years after its original release. Wimbledon tennis tournament replaces line judges with technology in break with tradition. Christopher Nolan sets next movie at Universal Indiana IMAX for summer 2026, with Matt Damon eyed to star.
Post-Trauma and The Alters have been delayed until 2025. Ubisoft shares surge 31% as Tencent and Guillemot family reportedly mull buyout. NFL reportedly negotiates potential deals with Alyson's Skydance and Redbird.
Texas sues TikTok, alleging it's selling children's personal data. Telegram confirms it gave U.S. user data to the cops, as Telegram has been disclosing user IPs since 2018, Durov says. Australian court upholds order for Musk's ex to pay $418,000 fine over anti-child abuse probe.
Microsoft announces to employees, you can continue working from home unless productivity drops. Amazon could cut 14,000 managers soon and save $3 billion a year, according to Morgan Stanley. World Wide Web Foundation to shut down after 15 years.
New Perfdol malware targets Linux servers for cryptocurrency mining and proxy jacking. North Korean hackers using new Veil shell backdoor in stealthy cyber attacks. Cloudflare blocks largest recorded DDoS attack peaking at 3.8 Tbps.
Anna Kendrick's directorial debut Woman of the Hour is a tense exploration of inescapable misogyny. Anthony Hopkins to star in Maserati. The Brothers, biopic of famous car family directed by Bobby Moresco. Alien. Romulus sets date for digital and physical releases. Pharrell Williams confesses his massive hit Happy was actually born out of sarcasm. Celine Dion releases official hymn A L'Amour, Paris Olympics recording in honor of Edith Piaf. James Hetfield says Metallica don't want to be a legacy band that just plays their greatest hits.
Google's grip on search slips as TikTok and AI startup mount challenge. Google is testing verified checkmarks in search. Google starts rolling out 3 theft protection feature for Android.
Grindr aims to build the dating world's first AI wingman. iOS 18.1 with Apple Intelligence could arrive on eligible iPhones on October 28th. Google will let you search the web with video recordings.
Facebook seeks to attract young adults with new community video features. Meta must limit data use for targeted advertising. Top EU court rules. Meta is uniting the revenue streams, which it has used to pay more than 4 million creators. In the U.S., Justice Department disrupts Russian intelligence spear phishing efforts, as Department of Justice and Microsoft seize 107 internet domains. Dutch government blames a state actor for hacking a police network. Wall Street Journal reports, U.S. wiretap systems targeted in China-linked hack.
Apple releases macOS Sequoia 1.5.0.1 with bug fixes. Apple releases iOS 1.8.0.1 with touch screen bug fix and others. Apple releases watchOS 1.0.1 with fix for battery drain and touchscreen issues. Apple may bring a guest mode to your iPhone, helping to protect its secrets. Google adds new Pixel security features to block 2G exploits and baseband attacks.
Roblox accused of lying to investors about user numbers by Hindenburg Research. Musk's X to be reinstated in Brazil after complying with Supreme Court demands. In the U.S., Supreme Court declines to weigh in on X Corporation's challenge to special counsel Jack Smith's access to Donald Trump's Twitter direct messages.
Unsealed order in Amazon antitrust suit lets entire FTC case proceed. Dismisses some state claims. Leaked M4 MacBook Pro appears for sale on Russian classified site. 2 days ago, Russian YouTubers keep showing off alleged M4 MacBook Pros in historic Apple leak. Twitter acts fast on non-consensual nudity if it thinks it's a copyright violation, a research claims. Russian media companies broadcasting was hacked on Putin's birthday. Turkey blocks access to Discord online platform, citing child safety concerns. Also, Russia bans Discord over unlawful information posting. In the U.S., TikTok users are more interested in pop culture and entertainment than news and politics, study finds.
Shine's UK sales hit $2 billion ahead of possible London listing. Snapchat announces testing of sponsored ads in chats and promoted places in Snap Map. US considers breakup of Google in landmark search case.
India's Star Health confirms data breach after cybercriminals post customers' health data online. U.S. government's GSA's login to offer face recognition to customer agencies. Internet Archive hacked. Data breach impacts 31 million users.
Dutch police arrest admin of Bohemia Cannabia dark web market. Old devices, idle servers can be turned to spy on us, China's top security agency warns. U.S. officials race to understand severity of China's salt typhoon hacks.
Elon Musk hypes $30,000 Tesla self-driving cybercab and larger robovan at robotaxi event. Musk unveils new Optimus personal assistant robot. In the past week, 4 of Elon Musk's direct reports have announced their exits from Tesla. LinkedIn says 10M people have signed up as freelancers on its services marketplace. Teen becomes first Tetris NES player to clear level 255 and achieve the mythical rebirth. Silent Hill 2 Remake is console exclusive to PS5 for 1 year. 343 Industries becomes Halo Studios, multiple Halo games in development on Unreal Engine 5. U.S. Air Force funds spacecraft to transport cargo from orbit for 90 minutes global delivery. Hera spacecraft launched to investigate asteroid that was deliberately hit by NASA mission. NASA's Europa Clipper spacecraft will investigate whether an icy moon of Jupiter can support alien life.
EU creates appeals center to referee disputes with social media giants as new body to handle disputes between EU users and Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Adobe introduces Adobe Content Authenticity Web App to champion creator protection and attribution for creators to apply content credentials to their work. The White House started posting on Reddit to talk about Hurricane Milton.
Football Manager 25 release delayed until March 2025. YouTube says it is not hiding the skip button on ads. Amazon bets big on sports streaming in bid to boost Prime memberships. Advertising revenue. iPhone users can send texts via satellite when cell service is down. NASA to pay €2.7 million for innovative recycling projects in space. Grand tomb of Roman gladiator found in Turkey actually contains the remains of 12 other people. Marriott
settles with FTC to pay $52 million over data breaches. Hackers take control of robot vacuums in multiple cities, yell racial slurs. Qualcomm reveal hackers targeted Android users by exploiting zero-day bug in Qualcomm chips. In the US, pro-Palestinian hackers claim DDoS attack on Internet Archive amid data breach and website defacement. It has been reported as Internet Archive was exposing user email addresses for years before recent breach. Russia shares AI images of Hurricane Milton as disinformation abounds in USA. Company behind major social security number leak files for bankruptcy.
AMD launches MI325X AI chip, taking on NVIDIA's Blackwell. NVIDIA stock rises after management says Blackwell is sold out for 12 months. Apple opens its most extensive lab outside US in China amid fierce rivalry with Huawei. TikTok owner ByteDance launches $170 earbuds in China in push into AI wearables.
Amazon says new technology in vans will help sort packages on the fly and save time, and Amazon's new AI guides can help shoppers find what they need. Nintendo unveiled an alarm clock that plays Mario coin noises when you roll over. Spotify starts free streaming option in South Korea.
Propagandists around the world keep trying to use ChatGPT. According to OpenAI report, OpenAI establishes presence in Singapore to support international expansion. OpenAI and Hearst strike deal to bring news content to ChatGPT. OpenAI pursues public benefit structure to fend off hostile takeovers.
OpenAI raises $6.6 billion and is now valued at $157 billion. OpenAI backer Khosla says it's reasonable to invest trillions in AI. Black Forest Labs, the startup behind Grok's image generator, releases an API. Meta unveils AI video generator, taking on OpenAI and Google.
Accenture to train 30,000 staff on NVIDIA AI tech in blockbuster deal. Meta smart glasses can be used to dox anyone in seconds. Study finds judge blocks California's new AI law in case over Kamala Harris deepfake.
Astronomers use Webb to probe a steam world in the constellation Pisces. SpaceX successfully catches returning Starship booster. South Korea tech exports slow for second month in risk to growth.
NHS England proposes phased rollout for Eli Lilly's star obesity drug, Mounjaro. In the UK, surgeon used Swiss Army knife to cut patient open as he couldn't find clean scalpel. Reportedly, England's HIV diagnoses hit 15 years high, after surge of cases among migrants coming in.
California becomes first state to ban sell-by and best-before labels to reduce food waste. Biden administration restores pre-Trump farm worker protections from pesticides. Biden exempts some semiconductor factories from environmental reviews.
Biden administration restores pre-Trump farm worker protections from pesticides. In the U.S., Supreme Court declines to block Biden rules on planet-warming methane and toxic mercury emissions. EU fishing and farming deals with Morocco failed to include Western Sahara's consent, top court says.
AI company Anthropic's CEO Dario Amodei lays his vision on AI with an essay of title, Machines of Loving Grace, on basis of maximizing leverage, avoiding perception of propaganda, avoiding grandiosity, and avoiding sci-fi baggage. Apple researchers find large language models lack robust mathematical reasoning abilities. Meta's AI chief Yann LeCun dismisses AI existential threat concerns as complete BS.
RT uses AI to broadcast Vladimir Putin's speeches in English. AI to shape UK defense review. OpenAI sees roughly $5 billion loss this year on $3.7 billion in revenue. Rural Americans are dying younger, living less healthy lives, alarming report reveals. Genetic analysis challenges the idea that loneliness directly causes diseases. Wall Street Journal comments as, attacks on gay rights push Russia's LGBTQ community into the shadows. Star Wars unveils first look of its first trans woman stormtrooper called Sister with armor in the color of the transgender flag. Michigan Catholic bishops condemn Whitmer's Doritos video stunt as offensive, and Catholics hold rosary rally outside Gretchen Whitmer's house after Doritos video sparks backlash. 2 days ago, Whitmer reenacts viral trend by feeding podcaster Dorito, drawing criticism from Republicans.
Drug maker Teva Pharmaceuticals agrees to pay $450 million in False Claims Act settlement to resolve kickback allegations relating to co-payments and price fixing. In Brazil, adoption of children by same-sex couples triples in 4 years. Russian official recommends recognizing anthropomorphic subcultures as LGBT propaganda. Over 370 million girls and women globally subjected to rape or sexual assault as children, as announced by UNICEF. More than 200 women in legal talks with Harrods over Al-Fayed abuse claims.
Slovakia wants to ban mRNA vaccines. 1 week ago, Slovak health minister quits over government support for anti-vaxxers' COVID report. In Canada, Poilivra backs mandatory psychiatric drug treatment for kids, prisoners. Moscow court finds Discord for $36,230 over LGBT propaganda. 10 days ago it has been reported as Russia orders Discord to remove almost 1,000 posts it says contain illegal materials.
Reportedly, thousands of Trump Bibles were printed in China as he campaigned against trade practices. Germans decry influence of English as idiots' apostrophe gets official approval. New Nobel Prize winner, AI godfather Geoffrey Hinton, says he's proud his student fired OpenAI boss Sam Altman.
U.S. couple blocked from suing Uber after crash, say daughter agreed to terms while using Uber Eats. Uber and Lyft drivers use Teslas as makeshift robot access, raising safety concerns. McLaren introduces $2.1 million W1 hybrid supercar to honor F1 history.
Bogus skydiving instructor jailed for lying about qualifications at California school that saw 28 deaths. Houthis send email alert to Red Sea ships as prepare for attack with best regards. Most players prefer single-player games, new study claims.
North Korea's Kim calls Yoon puppet, threatens to nuke Seoul if attacked. In the U.S., Democrats suspect Netanyahu attempting to tilt Trump versus Harris race. Research suggests original